sure, I cannot overcome being black, but there are homeless beings every day overcoming homosexuality.
No, there are not, sir. That's been a sham. That's been a sham.
Homosexuality is not based on family. It's not based on civil rights. It's not based on love. It's based on sex. Men and men do not have to have sex together.
Well, they don't have to, but if they choose to, but it's not a choice. You are not born. Are you straight?
Yes.
You prefer women, right?
Yes.
Did you make that? Was that a conscious choice you made?
I was born that way.
Well, then so are gays. Gays are born the way.
No, that's not true. I could never overcome being straight, but a homosexual can overcome being a homosexual.
Why should they?
I'm sorry?
Well, if God made them that way, why should they?
God didn't make them that way. God doesn't make mistakes.
Are you straight?
Yes.
You prefer women, right?
Yes.
Did you make that? Was that a conscious choice you made?
I was born that way.
Now, I'm going to ask him a question. You can say whatever you want to him, too. Okay. Now, I'm going to ask him to come and talk to me on video. So, come on in.
Okay.
Jesse Peterson, I've known you for 25 years, personally. Will you come? See, he's not coming over to me. Will you at least stand there where you feel safe and talk to me? Stand up on your porch with the door open and shout out to me. Why won't you talk to me? I've known you for 25 years. I've accused you of heinous things, and you will not talk to me. You coward. How cowardly can you get? I'm 145 pounds. I'm unarmed.
Yep.
I'm a big scaredy cat. Well, I was.
Yeah.
And we're just trying to get Jesse to close down that hypocritical, evil church. It's supposed to be a conservative right-wing church. Has been using that church to do homosexual acts on different parishioners in that church.
Yeah, incredible.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? By exposing him and showing all the people who are watching, oh, we don't have evidence. We don't have evidence. We don't have evidence. We don't have evidence. We don't have it. There's some evidence right there.
Yeah.
He won't even.
The way they react.
I lived with him. Lived with him actually in the same house for 25 years.
Right.
He won't talk to me now. You see that?
Yep.
Does that look guilty now, people?
Looks guilty to me.
It looks guilty to me. I just asked James Haig, will you take my call on the show?
Right.
He said nope, and he said it weakly and ran inside.
I'm not saying this is a good evidence, but it's funny how these people, we know them for 30 years almost, and you would just pass by without even saying hello. You know, it's not like we're standing here and yelling and none of that. We start off with saying hello, but they wouldn't even respond saying hi back, and like, what's going on? You know, like, can't you at least say, get out of here, we don't want to hear you, or anything like that? Say a word so we know where you're standing, you know?
Are you better than a child molester? Isn't that like a good question?
Yeah.
I stood it all about night to get that question.
Now, in the words of Donald Marshall, the side effects of a chip pad, a reanimated chip pad is you come back evil. There's side effects. You come back evil. You come back as a child molester. They can reanimate you into a shadow. You come back evil, gay, stay blind, and continue to worship him, even though he works for Freemasons. He's not a Freemason, but he's basically a pawn in their game. That's why he called Kyle Rittenhouse a hero, and Kyle Rittenhouse is a Freemason here to spark the race war, right? He's one of those people.
I want to give all the praises and the honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah Bahashem, Ruach HaQuadash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom also. Honors also to you other brethren, you followers of the truth. And shalom to the elect. Anyway, I want to go in this video here. I was going to go in this video with Shaka Amos, where it seems he joined Jesse Lee Peterson. But Jesse Lee Peterson, for whatever reason, when I even clip his videos, they always get flagged for he's like the only guy. So I said, well, I'm going to go and do it, somewhere else and look on Jesse Lee Peterson. And this is what you see in the intro is what I found on Jesse Lee Peterson. And I started to tell myself, well, wait a minute. This guy, Shaka Amos, I believe had alleged allegations. I'm not sure. This man, Jesse Lee Peterson, and they're discussing the so-called black Hebrew Israelites. That's what this discussion is about. Is on black Hebrew Israelites versus Kemetic spirituality. Right? So these guys are really set up for the distraction. And they're not really out to help our people. They're out to continue the controversy. And as long as you continue the controversy, that puts doubt in people's minds, right? So no matter what tactic they try to stop the elect from waking up, it won't work. Here's a guy as far left as he can be, right? And Shaka Mos is even further left, right? Well, no, Shaka Mos is far left, and this guy's even further left. So there's something with that. And I believe, through the Spirit, this man, Jesse Lee, is belong to the BOULE. Now, they, when you go back, I'm going to try to keep the video clean. When they go back in, slavery, he said he was, remember the Jim Crow laws, right? Now, you had certain men that was born of a white father and a black mother, which would be a tear. And of course, they figured the benefit of tears is to help promote, more doctrine. And this is why they always fund it. Now, they have set up regular jakes to do this now as time went on. But their spirit is still kind of like doing the same thing that tears do. Is Jesse Lee a tear? I don't know. But I do believe he's BOULE, right? I do believe he's BOULE. So it's a lot to it, which I can't go into but so much. But he's more likely a 33. He may not be 33 degree. You got 33 degree Jake on low levels. The real 33 degrees don't look like them. I guarantee you that. And they keep a form of a bloodline. Okay? So you got different sects even inside the Masonic community. Okay? I mean, you could read all this stuff up. I used to study it years back. But this is clear what these guys are doing. He's about making men stronger by what he's saying. He's trying to turn men to men by taking them taking black men that's in a basically a unethical, right, or even a corrupt economic circumstance, and flip them and have them be comfortable, and say it's okay for all the things that happen to them. Meanwhile, this country in itself, if anything happens and there's a strike or anything that happens, this same country will stand up and defend itself and fight for what it believes. But what he's telling you Jakes to do is don't worry about it. Accept oppression. I'm going to say that. I got to keep it clean. That's why I'm choosing words wisely. Accept oppression. Okay? Accept what happened to you. Accept your heritage being taken. Accept you being destroyed. Because what he's not telling you is that money, when we went through what we went through, there was money involved. Okay? And through those family lineages, the money was passed on down. So when we came into this world, through being a spoiled people, our chances are much slimmer. And the only way to get out of that, which we are coming up as a people, but the only true way to get out of it, and they're not going to let you up but so high, right, is you got to take the bag, number one. Maybe you're a good athlete, but that is all contracted money, believe it or not. You were meant to be in a particular circumstance. So what Jesse Lee is saying, don't worry about it. Accept what has happened. Go work at McDonald's. Live your life. And have a beta male, instinct. But this man is talking being a beta male. I mean, let me say being an alpha male, Salakia. But this man claiming being an alpha male, and look what is happening into those churches. Allegedly. This is not the first one I heard on that. I didn't have time to put the other clips in. But allegedly, he's laying with other parishioners, male, right? Doing all these things. I don't know. Could be true. I can't say it for sure, but it's alleged. Seems very convincing. These boule puppets, that's what they do. Matthew 7:15, beware of false prophets. He called himself a reverend. And his vision, I forgot what he calls his line or whatever, his hook or whatever, is to wake up the falling state or whatever, to get the so-called black man out of the beta mentality and stand up. What he's managed to do is take something negative as it is and try to flip it and make it positive, right? And he's having people follow him. So this would have been the same guy 300-400 years ago in the reincarnation before you're here today that heaped himself a lot of people to roll with oppression. He would have been the same guy. They're doing the same damn thing, right? And what's funny is a lot of white people don't even agree with him. But then you have our people who agrees with him. This is sad. And this went back in the ancient times. Our people hated on us, but then you had even these people who was like, well, he didn't do, what do you do so wrong? They didn't even agree with, it's like our people don't even agree. Our people agree with this guy, but white people don't even fully agree with what this guy is saying. Anyway, beware of false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves, right? And that's what it is, man. He's telling you, he says he's straight. He doesn't go that way. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't do this. He doesn't do that. But now allegedly, it's all coming out. So they know in their spirit this is not what they should be doing, because he's going to lose followers, So if he's phony and he's lying to you on his, his way of life, then how many other things is he lying about, Jeremiah 23:32, behold, I am against them that prophesy, against false dreams. He is saying that through his fallen state movement or whatever it is, that he can help the black man get through his, slave mentality, slave way of thinking, and become alpha males. This is what he's saying. Hey, they set up the sharpest minds on the left-hand side to come out and make something so negative and bring it to light, And it says, and by their lightness, right? By their lightness, yet I sent them not. Let me go on and say, behold, I am against them that prophesy false dreams, saith the Lord, and do tell them, and cause my people to err by their lies, and by their lightness, yet I sent them not, nor commanded them, therefore they shall not profit this people at all, saith the Lord. And there's many scriptures, trust not in oppression, never trust your enemy. Okay? He should have read Matthew 12:26. For what one profiteth to lose his soul, He says that all evil on the earth, or these people, I got to say it like that, hasn't, God don't make mistakes, which he doesn't. Everything is made and created for his purpose. But everybody who's born here is ordained to do what they're due. Isaiah 45:7, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things, So yes, the Lord do create anybody. If you're a serial killer, the Lord created you to be a serial killer. right? If you're a flame, the Lord created you to be a flame or a mo, however you want to call it. The Lord created you to do that. Everything that you're here to do, if you're a prophet, number one, the Lord put you here to be a prophet. It's just what it is. You know, so it is, you know, this is interesting that this man is, he's speaking of uplifting black people and doing right by black people, but you see, he lived with the white guy for 25 years and the other guy for 30 years, you know. They're spilling all the secrets and everything that's going on. This man ain't so-called about black people. You know who he's laying with, number one, you know, which is all crazy in itself. But he's all about the money. He just found a new niche. And this man is sick. You know, his ideals are sick. What he teaches is sick, you know. And nobody really likes him, but he gets a following. I wouldn't be surprised if he has the men in sheets riding on horses up in there, man. And all kinds of things are happening. Anyway, that's all I have on that. Shalom.